We'll move to the next case, which is nothing but if W which is equal to W dash. In this case, what we can find? Downward force which is equal to the upward force. Hence, we can find that the body is going to float over here. So, what happens here exactly? Its whole volume is just immersed, not fully immersed. It is just immersed. If you see the next case, what we can find here is that W which is less than W dash. In this case, what happens? A downward force is lesser than the upward force. Hence, body which experience upward thrust. What do you mean by thrust? It is a normal force which is acting to the surface and release to the surface. This is the condition for a flotation, what we can expect over here. And if we see the word fluid dynamics, what do you mean by fluid dynamics? What is the meaning of dynamics? As I told in the beginning of my video, dynamic which is nothing but the body is capable to move from one point to another point. Since we are dealing in terms of fluid is which is moving from one point to another point. So fluid dynamics is a branch of fluid mechanics which deals with the flow of fluid. So the motion of a real fluid is complicated, not yet completely understood. For example, the motion of this waterfalls, this joke falls is very pleasant to look at. Correct, no? You might have seen the so many joke falls nearby you. Joke falls is there, Rabi falls is there. There you can find motion of a liquid. Naturally we can see. So water falls from a great height. The water falls from a great height and then moves tumbling and jumping, producing a musical effect. Correct, no? When it falls from top surface to bottom surface, you can find zzz. So that's the beauty of this swimming and jumping produces a musical effect. Correct, no? It's a natural phenomenon what you can find around us. So it is a very difficult to analyze the motion of one particle of water using the laws of mechanics. Correct, no? Can you find a drop of this particular liquid which is moving from one point to another point? It is very difficult to study under this particular topics. So we'll describe the motion of a fluid and we'll consider ideal fluid. In generally, it is difficult to explain all this phenomena in the real fluid. We can find ideal case. Ideal case is not exactly what you can find in general things. So we'll study. See, the description of this motion is based on the following assumptions. The fluid is incompressible, density of fluid is constant, correct, no? So density of water is always constant, density of mercury is always constant. We have seen previous cases, what is the density of mercury we have found in the previous slides, that is nothing but 13.35 kg per meter cube. Why? Because it is the density which is nothing but mass per unit volume. So fluid is non-viscous. These are the things you know, you have studied in the previous classes, in your lower classes. The fluid is a steady flow which we can expect. So what do you mean by streamline flow? This is the concept we have to discuss in detail. Why? Because streamline flow, which is nothing but a fluid which is moving from one point to another point with the constant velocity. See, you can see in the image A, B, C over here. See, they have mentioned V1, V2, V3. These are the velocities at this particular point. In the point A, all the fluid which is having the velocity V1. In the point B, all the particle of the fluid which is having V2. At the point C, all the particle which is having velocity V3. So if it is moving in this case, we can say such a flow is called as streamline flow. So these are the flows in particular. You can see the macroscopic view over here. So what we can find under the characteristic over here, a streamline flow is the line along the particle of the fluid. As I told just now, no two streamlines intersect each other. No that the flow what you can find in the previous slide, it is not going to intersect each other. It moves from one point to another point without disturbing other points. So the bundle of a streamline is called as the tube of flow. Similarly, this kind of a streamline flow you can find in your home as well. While fluid which is moving from your tank to tap, the fluid which is nothing but streamline flow. This is the best example I can give under this particular streamline flow. So the velocity of a fluid at any point of the liquid is constant, as you see in the previous slide. At a point A, at a point B, at a point C. At a particular point, the velocity of all the particles of the liquid is constant. So the one more topic we can see equation of continuity. The product of its volume at a 2 point, what you can see A and B, which is having its own area of cross section, and B which is having own area of cross section in a unit time. Listen the word properly. In a unit time, the product of A1 into B1 means area of this cross section at a point A into V1. V1 means velocity of the fluid in a unit time. Why? Because what's the basic formula we can find under velocity? Velocity which is equal to displacement by time. If I make time as 1, can I say velocity which is equal to displacement over there? So that's why they have replaced A1 into V1. Are you getting my point? So that's why A1 into V1, which is nothing but the whole volume at point A. A2 into V2 is the whole volume at the point B. So in a unit time, A1 which is A1 into V1 which is equal to A2 into V2. So this is what exactly we can find in a general case as well. Whatever may be the shape of this tube, you can apply equation of continuity over there. The same thing what you can see in this image as well. As I told just now, this explains equation of continuity. So what you can find is illustration. See, if I see the illustration, velocity of a liquid is high in the narrow as compared to the velocity of a liquid in a wider. Is correct now? Velocities increases in a narrow shaped a tube over there. If the tube is more, if the tube which is having larger area of cross section, the flow will decrease over there. That's what they are saying. Flow decreases in the sense what? Velocity decreases. So AV which is equal to constant, as I told, A1 V1 which is equal to A2 V2 which is equal to constant. This is what exactly we can find under equation of continuity. So the next thing we can find turbulent flow. What do you mean by turbulent flow? You might have observed during the rainy season especially, you can find it is kind of irregular flow of a liquid. If tsunami comes, irregular flow of liquid comes, it comes in a bulgy way, correct? No? So the velocity of fluid crosses a particular limit, then the flow is called as turbulent flow. There is some limit for every particular flow of a liquid. If it crosses that particular limit, we can call it as turbulent flow or irregular flow of a liquid. Can you find the dam over here? Do you think it is a regular flow or irregular flow? Obviously, it is irregular flow. Can you see? It is a flow of water in a river in a rainy season, especially water flowing out of this dam. Obviously, it is irregular show or irregular flow. What we can find over here, and so many cases we can find in our day-to-day life as well. Thank you very much.